Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's well. Might do a bit more workout after I get this sorted out. Dale, welcome back. But like what Anton was saying earlier, if I react to these people, then I'm playing into their hands, really. So I just need to stop reacting to these comments. It just really pisses me off sometimes when that neck. Oh yeah. It just pisses me off sometimes when people, just kind of like, it's kind of like a way of insulting you in a way. Yeah, brother, I didn't catch what happened. It's just I was on about the push-ups on the comments on the video that I made, doing push-ups. They're like, oh, your form's all kind of like not quite right or something, and yeah, but like you were saying, they're just a bunch of like, the wasters is probably a good way to put it. Like they just are. It's just it's just sad. Hello, Jason. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to my live. Hope all is well with you. But yeah, I tend to react a lot sometimes, but I need to try and work on that, and I'm getting a little bit better with it, but still need to just work on it more. Good, yeah, that's good then. Make sure you like the lives, share the live out as well if you can. Yeah. It could be that I have some deep-rooted insecurities there that they're triggering, perhaps, I don't know. Because if I really was that confident, then I wouldn't be letting anything bother me. So it could just be the deep-rooted insecurities where I still feel like I'm not adequate or whatever, and deep down, even though sometimes I feel adequate, and almost feel overconfident at times, but then I usually get kind of, they'll never have your work ethic, I know, but sometimes I doubt myself and think that I'm doing things wrong or something, and a lot of it's just a bunch of gaslighting. It's just a bunch of them just trying to kind of just get inside my head, even if it's a really insignificant problem that they're trying to kind of gaslight your mind because they don't feel adequate themselves. So you got to keep that in mind, really, that I can tell you now you're not doing anything wrong. If anything, you might be overtraining. I wouldn't say I'm overtraining because, like I said, a lot of the time I'm just kind of sat around, kind of just chilling. So I try to not sort of do too much. I do sit around quite a lot, but I wouldn't say I'm overtraining. If I was overtraining, I'd probably feel like DOMS a lot. And hello, Baskov Nikolai, how you doing? I don't know Russian. Hello, Eggy girl. Oh, you cried today. Oh no. Let me get like a tiniest little violin out for you. One thing I know for sure is you're doing more training than one's criticizing. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, you've noticed the progress. I think I've gained almost like a stone in body weight since like a few months. So they can say all the bullshit that they want. I'll do a few more sit-ups. Well, half sit-ups. So about trying to get the tension on it. Fucking raining outside. Oh well. Kind of just do short reps. Really focus on that time under tension. It's definitely a lot harder doing it this way than the full range of motion. Not seen you in York busking recently. Alright, yeah, no. Well, have you seen me in York busking before? Anyway, good evening to you. I need to start doing the magic tricks. I've been planning to do some magic stuff in York. But like I said earlier, that if I'm going to go out with my setup, I'm like, I'd rather people would just come up to want to watch me, but I don't want to have to like be trying to pull in a crowd. I wish they would just like automatically draw in. It's like to see that I've got stuff going on. But just watch Wes Watson on Fresh and Fit. Amazing how triggered he was about family values. Yeah, exactly. Because and it was such great, like the comeback that he made about Wes getting butt graped in prison. I bet that really fucking triggered him, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So it was just like, it was an absolute fucking shit show, that. Jason, hello. Your name is just like my brother's name. Oh, really? What your brother's Jamie, is he? So it'd be Jamie Black and I'd be Jamie Brown. The Brown and Black. Maybe that would be a good double act, eh? Brown and Black. Or Black and Brown. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I'm gonna do half rep lunges now, so do a bit more legs. So I'm gonna do half. Other side. Lunch. Didn't really have lunch today. I had like some breakfast and I didn't eat anything until later on in the afternoon, really. But I usually just have a bunch of snacks. Usually eat a lot of nuts. Sometimes eat these like energy bars and stuff like that. Get some kind of dense calories in.
attacking the other guy for not being fit. What is it? To be a man but being bald. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably got bald because of all the fucking steroids. I mean, maybe he would have gone bald anyway, but steroids can accelerate it. Like, I don't even think the guy's that old, is he? But they age a lot more rapidly. Well, his skin starts to look really bad because it slows down collagen production. But yeah, it's just so cringe. Has anyone ever seen Jubilee? I think it's called The Middle Ground. And they have these like debates from two different sides. There was one where they had like fat and fit people on it. How these type of people make money and we can't. I need to step up my game. It just seems like the most obnoxious, horrible people seem to make the most money, unfortunately. So don't take it personally or anything, because that just seems to be what gets rewarded in this world. Is, yeah, the people who just kind of do bad things, but then a lot of them end up fucking themselves up. I think that Jack Doherty is finally starting to get his karma. Usually they'll end up getting some kind of karma. So yeah, it's like I said, you have to just take your time. If you want to build a personal brand or something like that, then you have to take your time with it. Don't do any desperate things to get there. It's just not worth it. Okay, Casey. Yeah. We were talking about that before, weren't you? Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, like the live, and share the live out if you can. Who's still here? What else should I do? Maybe I should do some biceps. I don't know. Actually, I might do some of that tomorrow. Might do some might do some rolls and stuff tomorrow. Vegan. Oh yeah, you are really. Oh wow. Yeah, we've got like someone's vegan in here, someone's vegetarian, but I know like another guy that I watch called well, he's like a yogi guy, and he says he's been vegan for 15 years. So yeah, all right. But yeah, it's like I don't really try like judge anybody for like what they do. It's like I don't really like it when people shame others for doing things. It's like everyone's got their own, sort of free will, and I don't want to be imposing my will on to anybody. Yeah. But anyway, hope all is well, people. We got 12 people here. Cool. Like the live, everybody. Got 12 people, 2 likes. Can we get to 12 likes? Hello, Abby. Welcome in. Yeah. So how was your meal with family then? Yeah, it's good to have you here at last. I was just doing a bit of a workout. I just did some lunges, about half rep lunges, which are quite a bit more difficult to do actually than regular ones, because you're kind of focusing on the most difficult part of the range of motion. Will you be celebrating Christmas? Yeah, I'll be going to family. I go to family every year, and they met me like a Christmas dinner, like with veg and stuff. So yeah, I'll be going to that. What about you? I mean, I'm not really like that into Christmas now. It was all right it was fun as a kid, I'd be like so looking forward to it as a kid. Like the countdown to Christmas, I'd be getting so excited for it, and then And then when it gets to the day, it's like, what was all the fuss about, I think it was more exciting when I still believed in Santa Claus, because there was something kind of magical about it, and then you find out that that's all BS. Then, so yeah, sorry for spoiling that if there's anyone here that still believes in Santa, but I think some of these trolls that come to my live still might believe in Santa. So yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but it's okay, Abby. At least you're here now, so that's good. I don't do a Christmas tree. I don't set anything up for Christmas. No, I'm kind of boring. I just can't be asked. They used to put stuff up when I used to be at like grandma's. I think they used to have a little Christmas tree. It was only like a couple of foot tall. And I remember they used to have this like fiber optic light thing that they would put on it, which was like quite cool. But sometimes they would put stuff on the windows, like these lights, but they would never really like do proper decorations. Like they would never like do like, you get these like Christmas lights they would put up, like really fancy ones. We used to go to this like council estate where they'd like all be like trying to compete with each other, and yeah, it was all like a kind of, it was kind of like a dick measuring contest basically. That, oh look, me, I've got the better decorations than you. It's like, yeah, it's just like, but it's good to go and see it all. Like it's like going to see Blackpool Illuminations. That they called it Blackpool Illuminations because it literally looked like, if anyone's ever been to Blackpool Illuminations, definitely worth trying once. It's but the thing is, though, the only time I actually saw it really, we only saw like the top mile of it, and there was that much traffic. We just decided to like kind of back off and just go back on the motorway, because we just like, it was like, you know what, we're going to be here all night. It was like 7 miles long, I think, something like that. I could maybe give or take, but it's quite a long stretch of the shore, and it just goes on and on. Like it's about 7 miles long, and it's it goes all the way from I think Stargate up to around Bispam area. But yeah, it's I think it's about 7 miles, which, if you're stuck in traffic, that can go on for ages. It can be in the traffic for hours. Literally the cars will be traveling at like 2 miles per hour. I remember it happened when we were stuck on a motorway going 3-4 miles per hour for like probably an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. It was just absolutely just backed up because there was like, I think a lorry had jackknifed or something, and or something had happened, or a lorry had turned over or something, and we were stuck because we were going to Scotland. We were going on the holiday once in Scotland, and we were like, so yeah, that was not a fun experience, but yeah, but it was such a relief once we got out of that jam, and we managed to just like, start flying once we went through there. But when you're adult, you become your own Santa Claus. Oh yeah. Yeah, was that joke in it? Seeing as though we're coming into Christmas time, why does Santa have a big sack? Because he only comes once a year. And when he does, it's sure to fill your stocking. Yeah. Yeah. Ella, are you still there? Yeah, who's still here? Most of them seem to have gone now, but that's okay, I guess. But yeah, I need to start doing the busking shit. Yeah, what's everybody up to tonight? I'm just like walking around, just kind of. I prefer to do this and just be sat around for too long, because I've noticed that, like I was talking about earlier, that it's like you start to feel like shut down if you sit around for too long. I'm doing fine, thank you, Abby. But yeah, I had a bit of stomach ache earlier, and it was it went away like around probably 4 p.m. or so, maybe 5 p.m. Sometime around then. But yeah, it was yeah, I had it from like morning up till like late afternoon, basically. It was kind of like coming and going kind of thing. It was like this kind of like dull aching thing, and it was just, yeah, I don't know if it's just been because of my diet or whatever, and I've been eating a lot of food, and it was odd because it would have thought it would have just happened sooner, like because it started to come on. I think it was around when I was eating breakfast or something like that, and I was like, well, I thought that maybe it would have like, I don't know, it just seemed like there was a lot of stuff backed up in my system or something, and yeah, I'm doing fine, but yeah, that's the only thing that I was just like, just felt a bit kind of off earlier because I was like walking around and I just didn't really even feel like it. I was just, yeah, but I'm all right now. A Sunday feast. Oh, really? I don't know. Don't know about that. But I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Let's share the live out if you can. Well, I was thinking about coming up with a workout program for people and selling that perhaps, but I don't know if anyone would buy it, but because a lot of people need like a workout program or something, and yeah, there's like free ones out there, but I don't know, maybe that people don't need that. I mean, there is apps out there that you can do that, but a lot of people don't know where to look. I suppose like some people like are a bit kind of confused by like the training. They feel like it's complex, and also they might need some accountability as well. That might be handy for that. Like they might want someone to kind of push them, because some might say that they should learn to be self-motivated, but some people just need a push, especially at the beginning stages. Maybe they can, once they get into those habits, that they can, and once they start seeing progress, and they can keep going with it. But some people might need, what's that, thoughts on dirty bulking? I don't see the point in it. You're just going to end up accumulating a bunch of fat. No, not vegetable juicer, no. Do you do that? I saw that whole fad of like the celery juice, but I don't really think it's got any benefits, has it? I think it's one of those kind of BS sort of things, really. But anyway, but yeah, vegetable juice, no. I think that would be pretty disgusting, really. But yeah, I won't be like overtraining or anything. I kind of like know where my limits are, really. If I'm feeling like I'm burning out, then I'm just gonna stop. And it can be easy to get carried away sometimes, but you have to listen to your body, become intuitive. But yeah, any more questions, people? I don't know whether to like restart. It's kind of dead in here, but I don't think there'll really be any point in doing that now. But yeah, I'm feeling all right now. Yeah. Just yeah. Glad to feel healthy and well and all that, and not be like sick and unhealthy. So yeah, you gotta feel blessed every time you feel healthy and well. We thought some people who are so afraid of overtraining that they never go to the gym, believing that any exertion is bad for them. It's kind of laughable, really. Like, it's like our bodies are designed to move. So
yeah, like our bodies will adapt to stress, and up to a certain point, it's actually good for you. So I feel like fucking Sverige of like fucking, I don't know. It's hard to know if he's just rage baiting, and it's hard to really tell with some of these people. Like, are they actually for real, or are they just deliberately trying to piss people off and cause controversy? Exercise is fucking killing you slowly. All these fucking fitness influencers who say that the fucking going to the gym and lifting man-made fucking metal is good is mentally fucking ill. You look energized these last few weeks, being fine on all cylinders. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just about finding that fire within yourself. Our ancestors used to run 40 to 59 miles to hunt something. 40 to 59 miles, really? Is that for real? That sounds a bit much, to be honest, but 40 to 59 miles sounds like a long distance. Where's the evidence of that? I think 40 to 59 miles is overtraining at that point. Like, that is just, I would say that's too much. Just because they did it doesn't mean that we should be running that long, even if they did do it. They were just doing it for survival. That is very taxing on the body. So yeah, I don't think that you should be running that. If you mean that in one go, then yeah, I don't think that is a good idea. I mean, most of these things aren't going to be able to run for 40 to 59 miles anyway. Most of them will burn out way before 40 to 59 miles. Like, most of these animals are not designed to deal with as much like animal bones. So like, what you mean? How do they know that they traveled 40? How do they know that they ran 40 to 59 miles though? Tell that to Dave Goggins. Well, even he doesn't run that far, I don't think, most of the time. But I just think it's going too far at that point. I think this whole David Goggins thing is just taking things too far. That you can end up overtraining. So there is a balance with it. So regardless if you train or not, one will age, yeah, but if you train, you'll age slower if you do it in the right way. If you train like moderately, if you would just run, say, like 5 miles a day, that's more reasonable, I'd say. Maybe up to 10 miles, but I think anything more than that is just probably getting a bit overkill. And they've actually found that, doing like marathons and ultra marathons starts to actually become negative for your immune system, because because of all the constant exertion on your body, you're basically going to be ramping up your cortisol for a long period, and then even after you've done it, it's still going to be elevated for a while because you're in that recovery, and you're just, yeah, it's not good to be overdoing it. It's like you just need to do enough exercise to where you get the benefits from it, like the lowered heart rate and things like that, and antioxidants and all that. But if you do too much, you end up kind of negating the benefits of exercise and even actually causing it to get worse. Like, some of these people who overtrain, they're actually in worse health than people who don't train at all, I'd say. There's actually a J-shaped curve. I remember seeing it on, I think it was Rhonda Patrick was talking about this, about exercise. Now, moderate exercise is the best, but anything more than that is actually bad for your health. It's very stressful on the body. And what's this Tra marathon where he placed second overall with a time of 62 hours and 21 minutes. The 241 mile race took place in Utah, right? Yeah, so that's so 62 hours and 21 minutes. So that's like 2.5 days over to complete. So it wasn't done all in one go then, was it? Our ancestors' 40 miles was nothing, but proves we need to move Yeah, but you wouldn't be doing 40 miles all in one day, would you? Maybe you would do 5, 10 miles in a day, but 40 miles in a day, every day. I mean, I don't, unless you just did that once a week or something, but even then it's like if you're ramping up your cortisol one day in a week, then it's going to make you vulnerable to things like parasites, infections, things like that. You're better off probably running a few miles a day, every day, rather than running 40 miles one day and then having a week off and not having to like basically rest. I think it's better to do little and often is what I'd say, really, when it comes to exercise. Yeah, you may be right, Jamie. Ultra marathon runners tend to have an aged face because of the excessive miles. If they're having to train all the time for it, but yeah, you would need at least a certain amount of training in preparation for that because of um, the work capacity that you would need to build up for that to be able to keep going. You would need a lot of like mitochondria and strong mitochondria that are able to keep on going. But there's a thing called methylene blue that I've been looking into, and that might actually help in certain situations, like people who have certain conditions, like for example, people who have like altitude sickness, and it might help to give you more energy despite the fact that there's such little oxygen. Helps you to deal with these kind of harsh conditions, because it's not really natural for us to go from one extreme to the other, to go from having lots of oxygen to then having relatively a low amount of oxygen. You should have seen the runners this morning with their aged faces. Yeah, I think a lot of it's just down to being very, very skinny and having that really sunken in look. But there could be like an aging effect of all the running because of the stress on the body. And so just because your ancestors did it and they run all the time, then does that mean that we should be doing it? Probably not to the same degree that they did it, because they did it out of necessity, just like how you got these people in Africa who, some of them walk for many, many miles every day to get contaminated water. Does that mean that we should be walking miles and miles every day to go drink contaminated water? No, because we're in a modern world and we don't need to do all that. But I agree that we should be doing something to keep ourselves active. It's all about balance. Little and often, I think is key. Having exercise snacks throughout the day probably is a good idea. Get up out of your chair, do something a little bit, and then sit back down again for a while. Just kind of mix it up. Have moments where you're really going for it, and then have moments of rest. It's all about like the yin and yang and all that, and balancing things out, balancing the active and inactive. And anyway, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. What time are we on? Yeah, it's nearly 20 to 10. Probably gonna wrap this up soon. I don't think I've got anything else to really talk about. So. But yeah, like I said, balance is key. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. You just want to get that Goldilocks zone, that right amount. And there is studies to back this up, that there's a certain amount of exercise where you get most of the benefits from it, and then you get this like diminishing returns, and then it gets to a point where you do more than that, you actually start to get negative returns from all of that exercise, because you're just putting your body through so much strain all the time. You're right, Jeremy. it was a necessity back then, if it was a necessity today, and now it would be the norm, but it's not exactly. Now, I don't think that means that people should be sedentary either. It's about doing just enough, but not too much. Striking that balance is key. It's just like if someone's in a relationship, you don't want to see each other all the time, but you also don't want to be away from each other too much as well. Just trying to strike that balance. It's just in general in life, we need balance. I have a balance right now with the lifestyle. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about trying to, just balance the active and inactive. Because I don't want to like go too hard to where like I can't even walk the next day, and I want to be able to just enjoy my life and just feel fit, because the whole thing about getting fit is that it makes everything else easier. But then if you go too hard, then it's like you become kind of almost incapacitated for like days. What is the point of that? You don't want to completely break yourself down when you do your workouts. If anything, it should make you feel more productive the rest of the day because you feel energized from it all. Yeah, exactly, Abby. Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, it almost feels like some people are just trying to create arguments. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're actually for real. It's hard to tell, isn't it, on here? Are they actually serious about what they're saying? Or are they just trying to kind of, like, trying to use some fallacious argument of like, oh, well, the ancestors did it, therefore we should do it. Yeah, and ancestors also ate raw meat, and that can make you sick if you don't be careful with that stuff. Any goals for 2025? I'm just gonna try and get rich. Like that's really where I'm gonna try and like dial everything in, and I've been dialing in the training stuff, but like I want to try and get, like I said, with my goals with making money, really trying to get this channel big, and also do the street performing and combining a bunch of different income streams together. Because if one of them might only get me to say like 1,000-2,000 a month, let's say, but combine a few different income streams, I could be making upwards of 10K a month. And it's like, most people ain't making anywhere near that. Be able to do a lot with that money. So I'd be pretty happy if I could get 10K a month, like 120K a year, Like a lot of doctors aren't even on that much. And I'd be working on my own terms and everything, so it'd be Rupert Grint. I saw that thing about Rupert Grint, but yeah, didn't really look into it really. But it's a pleasure to watch someone succeed. Wish you the best. Hope I learned something. Yeah, what you were saying about, you was like, was it you saying about being frustrated about all these kind of people who just want to stir up controversy for views, and it works for them, but it only works in the short term though. Like I said, a lot of them end up failing in the long run. Like, you want to actually leave a legacy behind, instead of just being someone that all they're known for at the end is the shame and the ridicule or whatever. It's like, you look at people like Jack Doherty, like he's just gonna fade into obscurity very soon, I believe. Like, he's pretty much been banned off a lot of platforms, and yeah, he's kind of just not really, got much left at this point. I tend to believe success comes with hate, so when haters come, it means you're on the right track. Yeah, I do think that, yeah. Yeah, just the fact that I'm actually putting myself out on here, the fact that I have the confidence to be able to do this is more than what they probably have. They have to hide behind fake names and fake accounts. So what are your thoughts on gym bullies, people that go to the gym just to try and intimidate others? I think that's sad and pathetic. You should just go there for yourself. it's about self-improvement. Just it's not about like trying to sort of go and one up somebody else. And yeah, that is just kind of, usually these people are probably like deeply insecure. They feel the need to go and bully other people. So yeah, as they say, it hurts people. So I think that could be very well be true with that. So yeah, just yeah, it's just sad. Some of these people need help. Hello, Reese, how you doing? Never understood why people communally work out. Seems strange to me. What you mean, going to gyms or something? Nobody goes to the gym to intimidate others. The big ones already develop discipline. Yeah, for the most part. So it's probably quite a kind of uncommon issue, really. But if it does happen, then it's probably someone with a lot of issues, or maybe it's just some roid head who just can't control their emotions. But yeah, it's like they go on community workout, but it's just, I think maybe it's just like the what's it called, accountability, because you're in an environment where everyone's training and you're all kind of, but then again, everyone's just all focused on their own progress. It's like no one's there to kind of push you, really. It's just, if anything, you're just going to probably feel like you have body dysmorphia when you step foot in the gym because you see people bigger than you. So for some people, that might actually be negative for their mental health. Doesn't make sense to me just to go to the gym where people go to improve simply to try and bully them. Yeah. Why is that something that you've experienced yourself or something? Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm massively socially awkward, but so I probably have an unpopular opinion on it. Like, if I wanted to work out, I'd go on a bike ride or get a pull-up bar. Yeah, I suppose it depends on if you're quite a antisocial kind of person. Yeah, a pull-up bar would probably, because you could work your back and some of your arms with that. You could just get yourself like some calisthenic stuff and some dumbbells, whatever, if you wanted to get yourself a full body workout. Yeah, there's actually a new, well, it's not new, it's been out for a while, but there's a bike I was talking about where you can actually pedal it with both your hands and feet. So it gives you a more full body workout, but I've seen some people have concerns about it, that it might not be safe. I'd have to try it out for myself to see how it feels. Because you might think, well, if I'm pedaling, then how safe is it? I don't know, but a lot of people will think of like worst case scenarios and stuff. Because it doesn't happen, especially from other men, a big guy would always try to help you. Yeah, yeah, they will if you're. Yeah, usually, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Let's yeah, keep the chat flowing. But like I said, this bike I was on about, it's called Twicycle, and I think there's a couple of them out on the market, but it's got 2 chains on it. It's like it's got one for your legs and one for your arms. So not only you work in your arms, also like your upper body as well. Like you're gonna get a lot of back into it. You're gonna get probably some chest and shoulders. Hello, Sam. How you doing? Welcome in here. So it's like a good concept that you know if you can work your full body with it, then that's ideal. I've met some pretty bully steroid type dudes in my time that stuff seems to do a similar thing to coke to people's attitude. Turns them into irritable assholes. Yeah, steroids can do that because of the increases in testosterone. When your testosterone is abnormally high, then as more players, more decks would say, super physiological amounts of testosterone. super physiological amounts of lean body mass. Hey guys, Derek, moreplacemoredates.com, and today we're gonna talk about teens on steroids. Oh yeah, welcome in everybody, share this out, can subscribe if you're new here, like the live, got 9 people here and 3 likes, can we get more likes on the live please? Can you do a bit of Donald Trump? Oh yeah, the Donald Trump impression, yeah, you know, it's Kamala Harris, there's the fact that she thought she was gonna win is like laughable. It's like, I was always gonna win. Kamala's like, she makes Joe Biden look like a great guy. I mean, that's saying something, Sleepy Joe. Hey, Donald, what are you saying? Like, I did a great job. Come on. We created millions of jobs. Yeah, we did. Come on, that's fake news. Come on. Well, Donald, you're terrible president. Come on. I agree with Joe Biden. I think that this is my Barack Obama. I think that Donald Trump is a terrible president. Why don't you people vote for Donald Trump? I don't know how to do ice show speed. I don't really watched him. I'm the greatest president ever in America. I'm there for all the discriminated against people in America, especially all you black Americans, and I want to be the authority that inspires all the black Americans, because I'm a black American and I became president of America. I know it's a shame, but yeah, how's it going, Orangey? I have to try and figure out some way to kind of, yeah. Well, there's this guy that, this sciencey guy that does talks on particle physics. Does lots of TV lectures, and his name is Professor Brian Cox. So, if you want to understand the scale of the planets, and you can think of it in terms of like the Earth is like a pebble on a beach, and the sun is a giant beach ball, and Pluto is a grain of sand on the beach, and the Milky Way galaxy is like the size of the Earth. A black hole can have a diameter of 1,000,000 miles. Yes, fun fact. A black hole can have a diameter of 1,000,000 miles. That's why I absolutely love physics. In fact, the observable universe is actually 93 billion light years across, about 46 billion light years in diameter. That's why I love physics. And now I'm going to do the golden fucking Ramsay. Now, in order to do a Gordon Ramsay voice, you've got to kind of do this, kind of whenever you're fucking saying something that you've got to kind of spring up like this to make you seem rather aggressive. Now, I asked you to make beans on fucking toast, and you fucking burnt it. Now, get out of my fucking kitchen! Alright, OMG. Yeah, I don't know what we're saying. The chicken is so raw, paramedic could bring it back to life. That fucking chicken is so fucking raw. A paramedic could bring it back to fucking life. And I'm going to do Bear Grylls, Born Survivor, and you might have also seen my show, Man v Wild. I am God, yeah. I'm God. I'm the greatest specimen. Yes. So, I found myself some H2O, and what I'm going to do with this H2O is I'm going to pour it down my mouth. That's absolutely terrible. Now, I had a story about a guy who he was almost about to die from dehydration, and he pulled down his pants. He poured himself a drink from his tap, and that was what was able to keep him going. And the guy was able to live to tell the tale. So, in times of survival, you've got to do what you've got to do. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just so in the mood just to kind of be a bit silly, you know. How did you master these voices? A lot of it was practice. I used to like watching a lot of like the Impressionists and stuff like that. Hey, my name is Christopher Livingston Eubank. It was Christopher Livingston Eubank. He's got this lisp in his voice. I don't know co-payments. A lot of them I don't know how to do. A lot of them I just watched on things like The Impression Show and a few other ones that I watched. Hang on. There's this comedian, like, you know, that, there's Dara O'Brien, and, he does this a lot, you know, he starts talking like, it's hard to even tell what he's talking about half the time, but he's like, you know, oh yeah, Peter Griffin, not really too sure. I can do a bit of Marge Simpson. Homie! You need to stop drinking, homie! Oh, they can't do bar. That's like... I can't do Peter Griffin. I don't know. It's like kind of think, like a New Yorker. Lois! I don't know, it's a bit of a hard one to do really, but... Come over here! I don't know. It's one I'd have to kind of practice really. Find the odd one out. What's the odd one out? I can sort of do the Stewie Griffin. It kind of sounds a bit like like a posh sort of voice. If you don't give me your money, I'm going to blow your head off. Talk about crypto and I think crypto's a great asset. What do you mean odd one out? I think crypto's great. I think that the crypto like Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's tremendous. DeFi, it's DeFi, the Trump, Beckham, so what's one plus one? That's a rather tricky question. I think it could be 3. What you mean? Oh, Tenacious D? I don't know about that. Maybe one day, but I think certain things should probably just kind of not get back together. It's like Oasis. Oh yeah, the Beckham. Who else is it? Well, I can do a bit of Gary Barlow, that performance was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was absolutely amazing. David Attenborough. Here we have an endangered species of bird and fighting for survival. I don't know. Can I do a Jeremy Clarkson? This is one of the fastest cars on Earth. The Bugatti Veyron. With a top speed of over 250 miles an hour. Alright, okay. And he was on. You're watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And the old host on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Chris Tarrant, is the first question's for £100. Let's take a look at it. Is B your final answer? Oh yeah. Okay, Starmer, not really. I think he's a bit of a POS to be honest, but just like them all really. It's just I don't really have any faith in politics. Prince Albert, I don't know. Hey, Prince Charles. Let's do a bit of Prince Charles. Yeah. Yes. I'm just one is just responding to claims that Diana isn't the father of my children. I think that there's such a preposterous claim is absolutely despicable. And oh, Ronald Reagan. No, I can't do Donald Reagan. I was seeing if I could do Mark Zuckerberg. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my metaverse. You're welcome. You're more than welcome into my metaverse, where your dreams will become a reality. So, you can have sex with AI in the metaverse. I don't know, it's a bit of a difficult one to do that. I can do a bit of Kermit the Frog. And if you can do Kermit the Frog, you can do Jordan Peterson, the Canadian psychologist. It's like, what the hell are we going to do without men? Some of my favorite ones to do as well. It's like Kermit the Frog, it's like, you just start talking about societal issues and how men are so badly affected by it. It really makes me sad. It really brings a tear to my eyes. No kids in here, Anna. Yeah, we need to just enough of that. What other ones can I do? If you're from the UK, I'm Nigel Farage, and I'm absolutely fed up of all the illegal immigrants that come across our shores. And my Reform Party is going to do something about it, because the Labour and the Tories are not. So we are going to step in and do a news weather reporter. I don't know. And you are watching BBC News tonight. It is 6 p.m. And recently in the news we have some doom and gloom, and we've also got some more doom and gloom. Oh, and a little bit more of doom and gloom, and we've got the weather, which is also more doom and gloom. That's been the news episode for the 1st of December 2024. Rip off Tom and Jerry. Alright, okay. I just did a bit of Marge Simpson. Homie, I love you. What was it, Nelson? Ha ha. Yeah. And then, my name is Cletus. Bye. Okay. Bye then. I'm trying to think if there's any more that I can do. Where's the Simpson ones? Apologies. Alright, okay. Yeah. Us 6 on this live should go for a coffee. Oh yeah. So where's everybody from then? What is going on here? Hello Charlotte, good to see you again. I'm just doing some of my impressions. I'm the greatest impersonator in the world. That's nobody news. You doing good? Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, welcome in. How's your weekend been, Charlotte? Yeah, I saw you on, what was it, last night? Which slide was it? Was it on, did I see you in Jace's, or was it somebody else? I can't, or was it on Yogi's live? I can't, come in my life! I was like, doing, hey there, Miss Piggy! Hey, I got your flowers, Miss Piggy! Hiya! I don't know, why am I even doing this? You can do the, Kermit the Frog, you can do Jordan Peterson. It's a lot like Kermit the Frog. It's just a bit more whiny and a bit more kind of sad sounding, It's like, what the hell are we gonna do with our men? Oh yeah, the Muppets. They'll say I sound like Kermit the Frog. They're just trying to discredit me, Like, they're trying to make a mockery out of me, Because they can't argue with what I'm saying, so they have to resort to childish kind of behavior, saying that I sound like Kermit the Frog, instead of addressing all the things I have to say about the way that the world is. Oh yeah, Yogi's live. Yeah, I watch him sometimes. A person of many talents, I know. My precious. Yeah, that's my. Is it Gollum or whichever one it is? Smeagol, whichever one. I don't even know, to be honest. But yeah. Do 10 squats. Nah, I'm not doing that. I got a joke. What's the laziest exercise? Diddley squats. Maybe later. But might be having sexual relations with my daughter, my Ivanka Trump, she's, I don't even care, I'll just have a threesome with her and my wife, it's, that's what we do, and, in high society, we like to explore exotic, I'm not doing it just to please you, so anyway, I'm probably going to be getting off soon. It's like I've been on for a while now, so yeah, time, but I can't wait for the 20th of January for my inauguration. Go make America great again. No, not looking behind me now. I'm only letting you stay here because of it builds up the watch time. So yeah, thanks for helping me get more watch time. So yeah, I know you're a troll, but yeah, thanks for helping me with my watch time. So if I block you, then you wouldn't be get me my watch time, would you? David Attenborough. I already did it. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this up now, guys. I think I've been on long enough, so alright. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.